In this video, we're going to use a test soap by DentonMajik and the leaf for a dome shave. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And in today's video, we're using a soap from a brand new artisan. In fact, this is just a test soap. So we're evaluating it as a test soap and not a full production version. I'll show you the working label right now, but that may not remain the same. This is from DentonMajik, and the test name for right now is Bright. Really good scent on this one. Oh man, here's the sample that Denton sent me. Really nice, bright citrus, orange, bergamot, lemongrass. Perfect combination of citrus scents. I love the scent on this. Scent strength, I would call at least medium, if not that mid-level of medium. So not the very entry level of medium, not the far end of medium, that medium level of medium. Really, really nice scent on this soap. This formula right now is vegan, and we're gonna lather it up and give it a shot. Actually, we already have it lathered, but we're testing it today. So this is just a test. So I will link the website below. He does have samples up right now. The samples are $3.65. Feather blade today and our leaf razor, 2 of these. So I snapped this one in half. And let's wet the dome and get to lathering with the DentonMajik soap. Again, brand new artisan. Reached out to me on Instagram and asked me if I would give him feedback on his soap. And I said, sure, publicly or private. And he said, oh, you can do it in a video, no problem, publicly. So I respect that very much. Having your test soap tested on a video that many people are going to watch is probably unnerving for a lot of people. Again, this is vegan. I prefer tallow soaps, honestly, but I use plenty of vegan soaps that are quite good. I didn't have any problem lathering this, but I think that tallow soaps give me a little more weight and density to my lather. But I will say, this lathered up quite nicely and easily. I didn't have any problem with it. And the scent is great. I like the scent. So I'll tell you right now, this scent I would buy in a production version because I love it. It's a really, really nice scent that sort of punches all my buttons in terms of a shaving soap scent. I wish it were tallow because I just love tallow. Sorry about that, Denton, but that's just what I prefer. Now you'll have soap makers who make only vegan soaps who will claim the tallow thing is a placebo effect and you really don't gain any benefit from it, but it's just what I prefer. And I've used many a soap, and I just find that my lathers are more consistent and have a weight to them, whereas some of the vegan soaps are a little bit more fluffy. They'll start to lather a little bit more on the fluffy side or airy side, but they do lather well, they do work well, and they are plenty slick enough. And hope you can see there's no problem with the lather here. I'm using the Dude of Shaving brush here today, the West Coast Shaving 2-tone synthetic, which I love to use for my head shaves. And let's see how the soap performs, or more importantly, how it allows me to perform. And we expect it to be slick because the lather, looked pretty doggone good. So Denton, I didn't have any problems making lather at all, so that's a good sign. The scent is great, and Denton's goal with his soaps is to bring a high quality soap to the market at an affordable price, and those are his sort of goals in our conversation on Instagram. And I think those are good goals to have, because for me, I'm not really crazy about, at this point, premium level soaps. They do have their place, but for me, unless they have a really terrific scent, I don't find that the quality of the premium soaps are that much better than the, your average cost soaps, because the average cost soaps are very good in quality. It's not that the premium soaps aren't great. It's that your soaps that are priced well are also great. And so the gap is very narrow on affordable soaps and premium in terms of performance. And I will say, so far, no problems with slickness whatsoever. It's going well. And I was looking forward to doing this head shave because by the time the second day rolls around, and I shave the dome every other day, and I've been considering going back to every day because I just hate having the hair on the dome. But I think my head shaves are actually a little better going every other day. But Going back to every day would also give me an excuse to shave more. So, you know, there is that. I'd say Denton so far, it's working out well, brother. So no problems with the slickness, pretty slick. No problems at all. But again, you know, I'll never lie or mislead anyone. And when I'm testing things, I'm going to call it like I see it. And I presume that's why Denton reached out to me. He wants an honest assessment. I gotta say the scent is on point though. I'm really loving the scent. Somehow in my head, I always think I get a little more in terms of lather quality in tallow soaps. So Denton, if you're open to tallow, you know, maybe give it a shot. If you're not, I certainly understand. Some folks don't want to use tallow for ethical reasons, or in some cases it might be a little more difficult to work with. And so whatever the case, Denton, this soap so far is giving me everything I need in terms of slickness, glide, no burning or anything like that on the skin. So we're doing pretty good so far. And I'll probably put this video in front of some other head shaving videos that I've already done, because I'm sure Denton wants some feedback on his soap. And I really applaud the soap makers who will allow their soaps to be tested publicly, because you can get good or you can get bad, you know. And so when you have that kind of confidence, it certainly means something to me. I don't know why I'm holding my face there. That's not going to do any good. I guess I'm looking something for my hand to do. But again, I appreciate the artisans who will allow you to test publicly and show it on cam. It could go either way, you know. It's a double-edged sword. You know, the old proverbial double-edged sword. It could be of great benefit, or it could be, you know, people maybe see the test and they don't take in consideration that it's a test and hold it against the soap. And that's why some soap makers don't do that, is because they don't want people to get an idea about a soap based on a test and have it linger. But this one, I love the scent. So great job on the scent. Man, that's really nice, I think. But I don't know if you could see that lather. You can see how it's just a little bit, there are tiny bubbles, and there's always tiny bubbles in your lather, but the vegan soaps tend to be just, they hold the way I lather. So let's caveat that, based on the way I lather. And if you want to know the way I lather, look below in the comments of this video and you'll see my lathering tutorials. And that's basically the way I lather all the time. I do make adjustments for soaps as necessary, but I don't like making adjustments for the soaps, because most of the soaps I use, 99% of them respond well to the method. And I'll pop it up here too for you, but they respond well to that method. If I have to go outside of that method, I'm usually not happy, because, you know, if 99% or close to 99% perform well, I probably don't need that 1% that is so finicky that it needs something special. But I will say that looks pretty good to me. So I'm not having any problem. It's slightly, it's for me, a density issue. I don't need to lather my eyeball, not yet anyway. I'm not growing hair on the eyeballs just yet, but stay tuned, you never know. It seems like you lose hair on your head and then you grow it everywhere else. That's a weird thing, and I can't explain it. If you know about why that is, that men tend to lose their hair on their head and then it starts appearing everywhere else, back, shoulders, you name it, please leave a comment below. I don't know the scientific reason for that, but it does happen. You know, grows out of your ear, grows everywhere except for where it used to be. Now for me, I like not having it. Like for me, this gives me another place to shave, and so it's awesome. But, you know, for other people, they miss their hair. Like I remember Chris Maiden saying he missed his hair. I do not even a little. And the best decision I ever made was to get rid of it. And I should have done it earlier. My only regret about head shaving is not having done it earlier. But some people really like hair, and, you know, it's part of their identity, and they miss it when they don't have it. And I did not struggle from that at all. Pretty much day one, I was good with it. I already knew that I was going to shave my head because, you know, I knew I was, you know, already had a very large bald spot on the back of my head, which you never see. And then it was creeping back here and here. And when that starts happening, folks, your days are numbered. So you can try to fight it and deny it if you wish. But when that hair starts creeping, it's on the retreat. So you can be in denial, or you can just, sort of decide for yourself, hey, I'm just going to get rid of it. Or if you're not going to get rid of it, at least you're not denying that it's in retreat, and you sort of just go with it. Maybe you're rocking a Picard look or something like that. That's all fine. But don't deny is the key. Don't try to come over, just let it go. If it's going to go, it's going to go. I'm not really into rugs, drugs, and plugs, which, some people might be. If you do, that certainly is okay, but it's nothing that I ever had any interest in, trying to use drugs to maintain the hair, or use a toupee, or plugs. Having a surgery, it's not that important, folks. Or at least it isn't to me. Might be to you. But the key is to recognize when it starts to flee and learn from my mistakes. My mistake being I kept the holding on to the hair beyond the point where I should have let it go. And by holding on, it made me look way older. And almost everyone agrees when they see my older pictures where I had hair, I looked way older. And getting rid of the hair was actually, made me look a little younger. Now, I'm not obsessed with looking younger, don't get me wrong. But I'm just trying to pass on to you that just be careful. Don't hold on to it too long. If you're combing over or growing it long in areas to make up for it not growing, again, just recognize it's going to go. And so you're going to be faced with, losing that hair, and maybe you do consider joining the bald. When you join the bald brotherhood, we're all here for you. We all, when I can't tell you the number of places where I go, and there's another bald brother or sister, as the case may be, and they'll say, nice haircut, or I like your haircut. And I retort, and I will do that as well. So, we bald folk are a community, and we like it. We don't run from it. We don't hide it. And honestly, when I was younger, my vanity was such that I just couldn't let it go. But over time, I was just like, okay, it's futile. There's no point in trying to hold on to it any further. It's gone. Okay, let's get back on track. I mean, we've had our head shaving talk for the day. Let's get back on the soap. Man, this soap scent is really nice. I like it. So Denton, on the scent, I'm definitely giving you a thumbs up. I'm digging it. And honestly, the performance, in terms of slickness, I'm not having any problem at all so far. So I don't have any criticism to air. And any criticism that I would air would be strictly a matter of preference, which I just prefer. If this had like goat's milk and, a couple of butters and tallow, I would prefer it almost assuredly, just because, again, that's preference. But when it comes to actually the shave here and it being slick, plenty slick enough. And I'm using, feather blade in here, so that's a very sharp blade. And I don't use the feather blade a ton, but I had this feather blade had one shave on it, so I figured I would just snap it in half and use it for a head shave and try it out with this brand new soap. And I am feeling good slickness there. So again, Denton, so far, I think it's from a test perspective, it's going well. And so I'm glad you let me share the result. It's been a positive result, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of moisture here and just see how that. So for me, I consider residual slickness what's left over when there's just a little bit of water and the soap sort of still there, and it's leaving behind some slickness. And as you can see there, it's plenty slick. So, my nagging about tallow aside, I've enjoyed using the soap today, Denton. And I have another sample that I will try. He's got a few test scents. And again, keep in mind, folks, this may not be the final product from DentonMajik. That's what it's called right now. The name might not be the same. The label may not be the same. This is just, brand new test. And I don't know the gentleman. He just reached out to me. I'm just doing some touching up here. Hey, good residual slickness. Not bad at all. One thing about it, this soap is vegan, but it's not lacking any slickness. Very nice. Again, no irritation, no fragrance burning, great scent. Honestly, I can't think of anything to complain about today. The shave was really, really good. So I'm happy for you, Denton, because the first run was a success. We got level cue ball there, and you really can't beat that. All right, let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and we have the Magic made by Witches. This is Thayer's Cucumber Witch Hazel. Oh, man, I got to say, that was a successful first run with the DentonMajik. We'll show you the working label right now. Keeping in mind, that's test. That may not be the production version. I had a really nice shave with it today. So, Denton, I got to say, it was very nice. Loved the scent. Performance was good. I had no issues whatsoever. So I would say that would be a successful first run with your test soap. This one right now, called Bright, may not stay that way. So please keep that in mind, folks. The feather blade in the leaf today was absolutely exceptional. Got a great level cue ball shave. And we're going to finish things off today with the Alien Shave. Alien sent this to me a while back. I haven't had a chance to get to it. And we'll bring this in a face shaving video soon. This is their Alien Shave. I don't even know which one it's called. Oh, Solar Lime. It's on the back of the bottle. But we've had a nice shave. So let's see. I don't know if there's no restrictor in it. So it's got a big old opening with no restrictor. So please keep that in mind. But I love lime, so we're just going to apply a whole lot of it. And we're going to be off to the races. And that smells very nice, by the way. Very nice lime. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Denton, for allowing me to try your test soap. A-okay on the first go. I hope you continue to work at it, Denton. It's looking good so far. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.